I'm sitting here with the owner and CEO of Tasties, Barbara. What's up?
Hi, girl.
So, run it down for us because I lose count all the time. How many locations do you have right now?
We have three locations in a food truck. We have two locations in Philadelphia, which is West Philly, 1212 North 52nd Street, and we have one in Germantown, 5241 Germantown Avenue. And then we just opened up a new location in the middle of the pandemic last year, 2020,
Uh,
in Wilmington, Delaware.
so business is booming. It's safe to say that business is booming. Did it feel like an overnight success? Like you just went from here to there fast?
No, I can't say it's booming, but we here. Like we staying afloat. Thank God that we did, we survived through the COVID, the pandemic when,
Yeah, how was how did
everything
you make the
shut down. Huh?
how did you pivot during like COVID and having your business?
I mean, we had to do just takeout. So, taking out and then we had to like the Uber Eats and DoorDash. And then I end up opening. I had signed a lease in Wilmington, Delaware before the COVID-19. So that was January. And I actually was supposed to open up in March. The COVID hit, and then I couldn't open up until May the 25th of 2020. And just thanking the Lord, we was just super busy. Like, we was super busy there all summer with just takeout. So we just stayed afloat. Everything, thank God that we was one of the restaurants to survive. Like all three of the locations survived.
All right, so it's Black owned Sunday, right? And we're honoring Black businesses in Philly, but we also trying to inspire some people to create a business. So people are driving in their cars, they sitting on this
Uh-huh.
freeway money, and they trying to figure out how or what they should do to start their first restaurant. What would you say is a small little checklist of things that you have to have in order to start a business?
So I mean, the first checklist you got to have the drive, the hustle. Don't even worry about putting all the money and everything. Like you really have to be focused to get into this food business. The food business is different than selling hair, products, clothing line. It's hard. It takes dedication, consistency. I mean, it's really hard work, but don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to discourage anyone either. It's just the food world is a total different type of business. But if you stay consistent, it all come together.
Okay. So do you go for a loan? Like people are trying to figure out like how do I start my business? Someone's in the car like I got this money, I came across this money, I want to put it to good use. Like how do I start a restaurant?
Well, I mean, everybody's different when they're starting a restaurant. I can actually give tips on how I started a restaurant.
Okay.
I started a restaurant. I was actually inside a bar. I just had was right in the kitchen, like with anybody. Everybody want overnight success. You got to crawl before you walk. So you can't just worry about, oh, I want to have my own restaurant. You got to build a brand. Build clientele before you get into an actual restaurant. That's what I did. I was inside of a bar kitchen and I'm like, my food is good, but the clientele is not there. Like, what's going on? And as soon as I left Jolly's West and I opened up on 52nd Street, 1214 or 52nd Street, my business went from 5 to 500.
Period.
And I just never looked back. Not that I haven't came across bumps and bruises and trials and tribulations I have, but from me starting with no money, starting with $500 and then not looking back, so it was different. But that dedication got to be there. That non-spending, every dollar that you see, you can't spend. You got to save. Like I've been in business since 2012 consistently. So it's going on 10 years next year on consistent. And I know my slow peaks in a year now. I know when it's about to pick up. I know when it's going to get slow. And then you gotta learn your business. You gotta know your business. You gotta try to stay consistent as possible. With food, it's hard to stay super consistent, but you have to have your signature taste. You can't, it's just like, oh, I see them doing burgers over here. I want to put burgers on my menu. I see them doing this at this restaurant. I want to do this. No, we're a soul food restaurant. We sell pasta. This is what we're doing. We staying in our lane and we just going to stay consistent and keep rebranding. And that's how I make it.
Speaking of rebranding, you also got some sauces, some seasonings. How did you get inspired?
Yes. So we ended up launching in November, and we just came out with some of our signature sauces that we already sell in the restaurant that sells good, like our barbecue, our um, buffalo sauce is like a real hit. I'm gonna bring you some up to the station. Bring you a package. Our lemon pepper wings, it really sell. And then our seasoning. So I had came up with a seasoning that called Tasties Everything. So the reason why I named it Tasties Everything was because it literally have, when you seasoning your chicken, your ribs at home, you pulling out your seasoning salt, your garlic, your pepper, your lemon pepper, your herbs, your everything. So I created a seasoning with like 11 spices and put it in one.
Wow.
And
That's a
then we got a garlic and herb, and then we got our seafood bay. Like my seafood hit really different. So that's like one of my super specialties, and it's really good.
well, I love it. I'm here for all of it, especially the Black Girl Magic. Let them know where they can find you at, where your location is on IG.
Yeah, you can find us at Tasties. We have three different pages for each location. We at Tasties, at Tasties 302, at Tasties Restaurant, all on Instagram and Facebook. We also, you can find us at each one of the locations: Germantown, 5241 Germantown Avenue, West Philly, 1212 North 52nd Street in West Philadelphia. And then we have one in Wilmington, 825 North Market Street, Wilmington, Delaware. It's right in the heart of downtown.
And I'm going to put it all in my caption so people can find you because it's a lot. It's a lot of locations, but
Yeah, yeah,
thank
yeah,
you for
yeah, yeah.
stopping
And
by.
we're trying to keep growing and keep moving. Hopefully, we'll be bouncing to a new location down south coming real soon.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you. See you soon.
All right. See ya.